Hi, what's up? This is RJ Sheetal, and guess who I have with me on the Diwali collab on Bangalore Cafe? The none other than we have Simran Balar Jain. Now, I'm sure you've heard this name before because she talks about things that make you uncomfortable. So let's welcome her. Hi, Simran.
Hi, thank you for having me over, and I'm super excited for this.
Likewise, it's an honor for us to have you here at the Fever 104 FM studio. Is it your first time here?
Yes, it's my first time here.
Okay. And how excited are you for this?
So I am like pretty much excited because we hardly get these opportunities, especially for FM and all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am ready for all your questions.
I want to just start off by saying that I want to call you a very gutsy person. Not because you talk about things that make people uncomfortable, but because even as a creator, so many people just shy away, right?
Yes.
Simple things about just like periods and sex and all of that. People just shy away, right?
Yes.
How did you gather the courage to just start this and talk about this so openly, and you are pretty comfortable with it? We can see that in the videos, right?
Yeah.
How did that journey start?
So I think it was, just trial and experiment because I was, when I started my creator journey, I started off with like fashion, beauty, lifestyle, travel. And then, suddenly when, I saw that there are so many bunch of creators, everyone is doing either fashion, beauty, lifestyle, no one was doing something. I had to crack something very different. And then one day I was just sitting and scrolling YouTube and I saw a couple of international creators talking about women hygiene, sexual health. I am like, this is crazy. But of course, I was like little skeptical thinking that, India mein kaise chalega, how will I do it? But then I'm like, let me just do it. Anyway, I'm experimenting so many stuff, so I'll do this also. And the first video I posted was a very simple video like, how do you measure your breast size? So this was a very simple video. But since it was lockdown and nobody could, go out and, literally measure and stuff, like everyone knows कि मेरा size 32 है, 34 है, but nobody knows what's that A, B, C, D. So that was a very simple thing I did, and I think from that video onwards there was like no stop. I got so much love that it motivated me. And I made a tagline saying that I'll make these uncomfortable conversations easier.
Absolutely. So you started in pandemic, right? Only this bit.
Yes.
But your blogging journey, when did you start that?
So I started it in my final year of college, 2018. I started with blogging. Like I used to write blogs about fashion and everything. So this is how I always loved being in front of the camera. So yeah, that's how I started in my college days.
All right. Why? Are you on YouTube?
I am, on and off. Like I'm just since shorts have come, I'm just trying to repurpose my Instagram videos there because it's always good to, be on multiple platforms and not to put all the eggs in one basket.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Now, you talk about things completely unfiltered, right?
Yes.
You said that you somehow gathered the courage and you started out, but how did your family react to it? Because typical Indian family, they are orthodox, right? And to talk about such things is such a huge deal, right? How did they react?
So firstly, apart from my parents, the other relatives, I don't even care, firstly. Because, and even they know that. So, everybody are watching my videos. They're hiding and seeing what they're actually not coming out because it's helping them as well. When it comes to my mom, she's been very supportive. She knows that I'm doing all these things and she's completely okay. In fact, you will see her in a couple of my videos as well.
Absolutely.
And when it comes to my dad, I think dad, I've never told him, but of course he will know I make such kind of videos, but he never had a conversation. But I think he'll be okay with it. I've told him that I make sexual health and women hygiene. Zyada deep mein main gayi nahi because I'm let that, let that be
surface
maintained. And when it comes to other relatives and friends,
it doesn't matter, honestly. But it's honestly nice to see that your parents are supportive. And dads are like that. They support by just being quiet. Right? Even my dad, I've never seen him be like, all the best, go do this. He's like, chalega, okay.
Yes.
That nod is always there.
Something's happening, okay. Bank
exactly.
mein aa raha hai paisa,
exactly. But for your mom to be not just support you but be a part of the video, that's a huge thing, right?
Yes. Literally when I'm off topics also, sometimes I check with her what's going on, because even Gen Z will understand sex and all that, but I really wanted to understand how's their sexual life going on at that age. Is it still on? So I take inputs from her and then I make videos as well.
And so how is your whole process like? When you make such videos, do you take a particular topic or how's the procedure like?
So basically, I just research. Either the topics will be like when we girls and all go on a night out. So like, I mean, I find out topics because that's when, you know, when girls are on a night out, all
Juicy
those
gossip.
yes, juicy gossips comes out, and I still believe. Oh, this is something my girls believe. I mean,
Right.
if they are believing, of course, there'll be a huge bunch of audience there. So I pick up topics from there. Sometimes it's via like research also. I'm like,
Right.
what's currently going on? What are
Right.
the things? What are the misconceptions? So I pick those topics. I research. I write scripts. Like my husband helps a lot. Like
Right.
literally, I tell him when you're scrolling reels, if you get any idea, please make sure he does it. And he actually helps me
That
out.
is so sweet.
So after wedding also, I mean, there was a kind of a breakdown. I'm like,
Okay.
it's over. I mean, how do I even now manage? But then he was the one who used to give me tasks. Like, I mean, one by one, do 2 videos today, do 3
Right,
videos
right.
today. So that kind of support I got from him. And yeah, I think I do everything by myself. I don't have a team right
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I just have, like, I've been managed by Monk Entertainment.
Okay.
So they handle like,
Right.
I think it's been like 4 months.
Right.
So they handle all my, you know, brand communications and everything. But apart from that, script writing, shooting, editing, everything is like
Everything on
taken
your own.
care. Yes.
Then your schedule must be hectic, right?
Super hectic.
To talk about that, they say that behind every successful woman, there's always a supporting man.
Yes.
Could be your husband, your brother,
Yes,
your
yes.
father, anyone, right? And I think that's the same thing in your case,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
Was it an arranged marriage? It was a love marriage.
Love marriage.
Right?
Like I've known him from my college days. Like
College, childhood lovers.
So it's been 7 years. Like I know
Oh,
him.
wow.
Yeah. So it wasn't difficult because like we were in the same caste as
Oh,
well.
perfect.
So yeah, I'm like my parents were always chill.
Chill, yeah.
But yeah,
They-
from
I
their
mean, I
side,
can see that
thoda,
they're chill,
yeah.
huh?
So from
Oh.
their side, thoda drama. Like I mean, like I had to go through like 3-4 meets, and then we had to crack through because for them this was something new.
Right.
They're like, what is this content creation? How can someone make money out of it?
Just being on YouTube, Instagram.
I'm like, it's not about money. It's something I love it. It's
Right.
been like almost like 6 years now.
Right.
Love being in front of the camera. Love capturing everything. Like you will not just see me making sexual health and
Yeah,
hygiene.
yeah, of course.
Basically everything I love. Like even I love just capturing all the moments and presenting it
Right,
in a
right.
story format to my audience.
Right. But then your husband's side, they were supportive enough later.
Yeah,
right?
I mean like as you know, you stay together, they get to know, okay,
Right.
this is the thing. Okay,
is
this
what
is how
she's
people
doing.
also earn money.
Right.
And now they support me so much. Like, I mean, they've made like a studio room in my house.
Oh, wow. That is
they've-
so cool.
They've made like an entire studio setup, which is in their house. So that room is like dedicated for shoots.
That is amazing.
And my
yeah.
mother-in-law like helps a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
in arranging stuffs, in helping me with topics or anything, shooting especially, not even topics, coming to shooting and doing all those little stuffs behind the scenes. So she helps me out.
That is truly amazing. And when you talk about drama, right? What is
Yeah.
life without a little drama,
True,
right?
true,
I'm sure that
true.
was also needed
Yes,
at that
yes,
phase.
yes.
So what does a typical day in Simran's life look like? Because you do so many things, I was just curious to
So
know.
basically, we wake up and then we have like our breakfast and everything. So usually breakfasts are together. Like family time is something we spend a lot. After that, I mean, Nikhil heads to office. I start writing scripts, go to my shoot room, shoot, edit. I think by the time I finish that, it would be evening.
Right.
And then I help my mother-in-law in the kitchen for some time because सिर्फ काम करती रहूंगी and if I don't help her
Right.
in the kitchen, that won't be nice
Yeah.
and plus won't be fair. So we keep that balance. Yeah, so I help her and then we all of us, like me, my husband, father-in-law, we all have dinner together and then I just keep my phone aside. Like literally after my dinner or something, around an hour or so, I keep my phone aside.
Wow.
We gossip together. I think that balance is also required.
Right. But I don't
Fa-
see content creators doing that. They're
Yes.
always on their phone, right?
And like I think this is needed because family time is very important.
Right.
So we play together, we play cards, and then I mean, or some sort of gossips, what's going on
In the
here and
family.
there. Yeah. So that thing is there. So we maintain that, or we go out for a walk. So this is how
Nice.
it
That
goes.
is wonderful. Now tell me something. You also do sponsored content, right?
Yes.
So your audience, I know, is very supportive. I've seen how they respond to all your videos and all of that. But do you get the same love even on a sponsored content?
No, I don't get that. I mean, like typically the engagement and the reach is less because obviously the Indian mentality, I feel, इससे तो कमा रही है यार, in this post she's earning.
But that's your job.
Yeah, that's my job. But people there, they won't understand that. Like, I mean, they only see that, okay, it's paid partnership and they'll scroll.
Yeah.
Even though the content would be like, I mean, I wouldn't sponsor any product which I don't relate to. Like, in fact, I would have rejected like so many brands. Like, I don't want to name them, but there are so many brands which I don't relate. Or I mean, I myself tell them like, 5 products I regret buying or 5 things I regret doing. So I do that, and I don't really promote the products which I don't relate. But still, there's some sort of this thing. But brands do understand that, and obviously now this is our bread and butter, so we need to do that. But we make sure that jitna ho sake ki organic content mein, like we do that integration. Smooth integration is done. It's not like proper branded content. Right. So this is how it's working.
Okay. And when it comes to brands, have you ever had a bad experience?
I mean, yeah, like not now, but in the past when like we didn't have control over certain things like payment terms and all that. Right. But now like there are certain payment terms, like we take 50% advance because as per their work, they used to be like, those 60 days or 90 days. But when it's a full-time profession, like suppose touchwood, I don't have any expenses like rent or anything. But for content creators who needs to, pay monthly rents, groceries, electricity bill, I don't think it'll be sustainable. So content creators need to put these terms and conditions. Yeah, I mean, all like 90% brands would be good, but 10% you cannot have everything going on.
Right? Yeah. But I also heard that government is making some regulations and making this like a full-time job where you have rules, regulations, right? And do you think this is going to help eliminate the creators who are, well, I'm not saying that they're good or bad, but some are there just for the money and they do a lot of sponsored contents. Nothing is organic. Right?
I think the rules will definitely help, and I think whoever is doing it for money, in the long run, I'm telling in the long run, if you don't have a community, like the brands won't sustain, right? You'll just do a one and off collab. Right. But for me, like even my audience knows the fact that I've been doing brand collabs repeatedly. Like I have like long-term contracts with certain brands, and I've been doing repeatedly, and that shows that the brand is getting the kind of a response. My audience are loving the product, and that's why I'm getting the repetitive. So in terms of that, I be very loyal to brands. I almost avoid, like if I'm taking a particular skincare brand, I don't take any other skincare brand. Right. So it's kind of a conflict for me as well as my audience. Like just for the sake of money, I'm not going to take
it up. Yeah. Because I've personally seen so many creators do that. And plus, as a consumer, it sometimes just boils down to, same script, 10 people, 20 people are saying it, right? Kisko hum believe kare?
True.
है ना? As a consumer,
even if the brands give me a script, I tell them that you guys have to go with my script because I have a certain thing, like I follow certain kind of a format. Right. So I mean, brands totally understand that. I mean, they know it, yet she can deliver it, she can do it. So I don't really face that much of a trouble.
Right. That is actually wonderful. And this thing where you talk about unfiltered stuff and things that make people comfortable. Have you ever got any hate?
Of course. I mean, content creation can never be,
exist without hate, right?
Of course. Whether you do anything, of course, in this, there is like much. I think I can say a 50-50.
Okay.
But then I think Instagram has done a great job with their filters, like comment filters. Yeah. So, I mean, there are certain words which I've already put there, and, even if the comment comes, I don't even get to see it.
Right.
So, those are the things I think I'm very thick-skinned like that.
But have you developed this thick skin over the years?
No, I've been always like this. Like from the time, even if my relatives see me, liye to aise hi hai. So I've been like this. But I think it's an advice to people as well. If you are getting into content creation journey, if you're not thick-skinned, I think you can't survive in this industry.
Right. But is there any hate comment that has ever affected you? Because I know that hate, when it comes to you can still be like, chhod do yaar. But sometimes people go to your family and all of that.
Yeah.
Right? So
for it, like it didn't reach till my family, but I think after wedding, so there's like a certain myth, right, that you gain weight after your wedding. Right. And I broke that myth also. It's not because of your wedding. It's about your lifestyle. It's about your eating habits.
Right.
So I think constantly on my comments they were hate like, Didi, aapne weight gain kar diya, ye kar diya, wo kar diya. I'm like, so what? I mean, it's okay. It's because of my lifestyle.
Correct.
And I think constantly when you're telling people and reminding them, I think that's something
that hurts, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Which affected me. I think body shaming is something which, especially to girls, is still very crucial.
I completely agree with you, and I obviously relate to you as
Yeah.
well. Because see, when people body shame, I feel that you don't know in what condition we are.
Right.
We might have a health problem.
Correct.
We might be going through something. Some people stress eat. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of things, right?
Right,
And it's
right.
not our choice to be like this
Correct,
sometimes.
correct.
Some people like it, but
Yes.
what's your problem? You're just being a warrior behind a keyboard.
Correct,
right?
correct, yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, this is something, but still, like, there's a lot of awareness also going on. Think it's become a little better, but you can't stop that.
right, that's true. I'm sure you must be knowing about this influencer Style Me
with Sakshi.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
doing such a fab job in
I
promoting
mean,
that.
yeah.
But sometimes when I like her post, I just go through the comments. People are so mean sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, they literally they take animals' name.
Yeah.
They take everything, like every sort of hate they'll not even think a minute before commenting. But yeah, I think since I also consume Sakshi's content, so she's
Yeah.
also been pretty bold.
Yeah,
I think
that's
I
true.
think that's the sort of inspiration also. I mean, we inspire a lot of people also
Yes.
this way.
Coming to that, actually, do you think it's like a responsibility कि पूरा देश मुझे देख रहा है? I
हाँ.
have to, even when you talk about facts and myths, you must have done like a lot of research,
Yes,
right? Because
yes.
you can't be wrong.
Of course, yes.
Because you're giving out content to people.
If I'm like not even 1% sure about the content, I make sure that the content, I check with my gynacs and everything, and only then I put it
wow,
out.
that's
how
really
I
nice.
do
That's the kind
that.
of research, right?
Yes,
you do.
yes.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
And if you had to give one advice to all the young creators who are coming up now, what would that be?
So my advice would be to you guys that, just don't care. Just do whatever you want. I mean, experiment. If you think, if you've started off with fashion, if you don't think it's working, switch to beauty, switch to lifestyle, because that's how I have been. And only after shifting to different niches, I got to know, okay, this is something which is working for me. And feel free to experiment, because after all, it's just an app. I mean, everything is like based on, machine learning and everything. So all you have to do is experiment and get that, and always make sure to build your community. Even if you have like 10k, 2k followers, make sure you respect those likes and comments, because those are your, loyal
Right.
people who are going to be at the long run.
That is absolutely true, right? And like if anyone wants to start right now, right, they always have this thought that log kya sochenge.
हाँ.
What is your response to that?
I feel instead, like, even thinking that लोग क्या सोचेंगे, they think that कि कितना competition भी है.
हाँ,
Like you
true.
can see, right? Like कितना creators
Every day there's a new creator born,
yeah,
right?
लोग क्या सोचेंगे? I think आजकल तो लोग उस conception पे रहे ही नहीं है. Everybody is doing their own thing.
Right.
But when it comes to seeing the competition, I think each person is unique.
Yeah.
Nobody-
Everyone has their own niche, basically.
Yes, everyone. I mean, even if you have like same topic, suppose both of them are doing in fashion, but there'll be like your style is different and her style is different,
Right.
right? So now, even if I am there, like, I mean, there are not much creators in my space, so that's like one advantage for me. But then the way I talk and the way the other person talks, it's very different,
Right,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, so that's the always thing. I don't think they have to think much about it. All they have to do is just start.
Right. And if someone came and asked you that, Simran, like in a typical interview, what is your 5-year plan? Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
So I think in the next 5 years, I see myself in the same place, but creating much better content, better quality content, because this is something I've been loving, and I don't think there's like stop. So there'll be, I think, more of, maybe more presence in other platforms, maybe some few courses coming up. So yeah, all these are things in the pipeline.
That is wonderful. Are you a Bollywood lover?
Yes, I am.
Hardcore?
Yes.
So we are going into our next segment, which I like to call Rapid Fire with Sheetal, and with Simran, I'm going to choose the Bollywood topic because she loves it. I mean, her whole wedding also looked like a Bollywood movie, right? It honestly looked like that.
Yeah.
Before we get into the Rapid Fire, you had like a destination wedding, right?
Yes.
How was that?
I mean, it was always my dream. I mean, I didn't want to, get married in Bangalore. And of course, like, Rajasthan is like our native place.
Okay.
So, I mean, we got a very good deal because of our very close friend.
Right.
And yeah, it was like
You know what was
amazing.
my favorite part about your wedding? The entry.
Haan.
I saw that video. I was like, is this even possible?
I made a video also. I think
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
had
saw
some
it from
7-8
that.
entries
Yeah.
also in my wedding. And people, I mean,
It's that cloudy thing I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
the boat one?
Boat one,
yeah,
yes,
that
yes.
was my carnival entry basically.
Oh, okay.
It was literally looking like Italy when we were
Yeah, I
actually
know.
coming. It is one of my favorite as well.
Yeah. It's like Shadi that you'll remember forever.
Yes.
Rapid fire round with Sheetal in conversation with Simran. We're going to talk all about Bollywood. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm Karan Johar for now. Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
can choose to be any actor you want.
Any actor than Alia Bhatt, I
Alia
think, is my
Bhatt.
favorite. After Gangubai, she has my heart.
Yeah, she was amazing in Gangubai, right? Perfect.
I have watched it like 3-4 times.
Yeah?
I mean, I don't really, repeat movies.
Right.
But that's one movie which gives me like confidence.
Confidence, yeah. And did you watch Brahmastra?
I did.
You liked it?
I mean, I felt okay.
Mixed emotions,
yes,
right?
Yes,
Yeah. Cool, no worries. Let's get started. I want you to name 3 movies of Anil Kapoor.
I'm very bad in this.
She said she's a Bollywood lover.
I think Partner, one of the movie.
Anil Kapoor is in Partner?
The dad. No. I think that's Salman.
That's Salman Khan and
Salman Khan.
Govinda.
I'm very bad at this. Yeah.
Okay, we'll
movies
give
and
some
this
new actor for you.
Yeah.
Okay, chalega? Okay. Name 3 movies of Ranveer Singh.
हाँ. Padmavat,
Okay.
Gully Boy,
Okay.
and there's one more. Ramleela.
Ramlila. Perfect. Name 3 movies by your favorite Alia Bhatt.
Oh man, yeah. Favorite है यार मेरी गंगूबाई, RRR, and the new movie which is coming. Rocky Rani.
Ki Prem Kahani something.
Yeah.
Right. Perfect. Alright. Name 3 songs that have the word pani in it.
पानियों सा बहता
Okay.
रहूं, आज ब्लू है पानी पानी, और क्या है, पानी दा रंग देख के.
Alright, let's move to the next question. I want you to tell me 2 movies or even 3 movies that had Kajal and Shah Rukh in it.
दिलवाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे.
Perfect.
Classic.
There's one more classic.
Yeah, I know. She wears that hairband and all.
Yeah.
कुछ होता है.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, name 2 movies that have.
You know
Deepika.
what? Like, if my husband would have been there, he would have killed this.
Why? Yeah, he's even a better Bollywood love than you.
Yes.
My God. So next maybe we should have another show where we call her husband as well.
Okay, sorry.
No problem, that's okay. 2 movies that had Deepika and Ranveer.
Deepika, I think Ramleela.
Yes.
And another movie, I don't know. Padmavat?
Yes, Padmavat
Yes,
as well.
yeah.
Shahid Kapoor was also a part of it.
Yeah.
So that's about it. And a few more questions coming your way. If you had $10 billion, it's a lot of money. What would you do? Name 3 things that you would do with that.
I think first would have helped the needy, of course.
Perfect.
That's the thing. Second, I would have invested in shares, man. I would have multiplied
Make
that
more money.
Money makes money. And the third thing I would do is something, invest in myself where I could do much more better things in life.
Right.
So those are the 3 things.
3
which I
things,
would
is
have
it?
done.
Okay, perfect. And if you're stranded on an island and you had to have only 3 things from your personal life or anything, what would that be?
Personal life including like people?
Yeah, people. Yes, people also.
Like, I didn't get this question right. Like 3 people?
No, 3 things. It could
3
involve
things.
people, things, anything. Pet, animals, anything.
Oh, okay,
But you're
I
in an
think-
island.
Okay, I think then my husband for definite. Because obviously, I can't do things without
Yeah.
him. So yeah, husband first. Second, I think would be something to eat. Can't
Right.
survive without food as well. And third, probably internet.
इंटरनेट
Yes.
कंटेंट वहां से भी पोस्ट
वहीं
करना
से
है ना.
अपडेट्स तो देना पड़ेगा ना कि गाइस मैं आइलैंड में फंसी हूँ.
आज मैंने ये किया कोकोनट ढूंढने. Perfect. Now I'm going to ask you again. We are going to go back to Bollywood. Okay, 2 movies in which there's the word called dil.
दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे.
Perfect.
दिल वाले.
Dilwale. Oh man, that was too easy. That's too easy. And who is your favorite actor?
Actor Hrithik Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan.
I watched Vikram Vedha only for them.
Oh yeah, how's the
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed. Like, I can't say wow, but yeah, I enjoyed.
Awesome. If you had to kill, marry and hook up with any 3 actors, okay, who would you choose?
Kill Salman Khan. Sorry, guys.
Should we edit this?
Hook up with Shahid Kapoor and
Same pinch on that. I'll marry him also.
and have marry as an option.
Yes.
Marry Hrithik Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan.
Sorry, Nikhil.
Yeah. Nikhil ko bhi sorry and whoever he's dating unko bhi sorry.
Sorry.
Now it's the same question but it's going to be best friends with someone. You're going to kill that person and you would like that person to be as your sister.
In
Okay?
actress.
In actress, yes.
Okay, best friends with Alia Bhatt.
Okay.
Because yeah, Mainly
her
for
favorite.
Gangubai, man. Yeah. And then what else is there?
Sister?
Sister Deepika Padukone.
Kill?
Kill. Rakhi Sawant.
Dude, I had this intuition she's going to say Rakhi Sawant.
Really?
Yeah. I
But
mean,
no offense.
no offense to them. Yeah,
offense,
this is
guys.
just a joke, but she's actually fun, you know.
Yes,
Her
yes.
content, मतलब देखने
Yeah.
में मजा आता है पक्का, right?
Yes.
Last question for you is, if you had to act in one movie, okay, which movie would that be, and who would be your opposite you? Which star? Hrithik Roshan, I know she's not going to change that answer.
But I told you that since like Gangubai is something I really like enjoyed it personally, then I think since my content also is somewhat, I mean, you know, which
Right.
resonates, that I think I would, you know, love to be a part of
Gangubai.
that movie.
Leave Hrithik Roshan. खुद star बनेंगे हम.
Yes.
That was amazing. Simran, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. I think the people at Fever 104 are super excited to have you. And thank you so much for being there.
No, I mean, I really love this. I think this is the first interview where I had so much fun. So
Thank
thanks
you.
for having me over.
Fever.